G'day everyone, it's your boy, Jordan CS No here, and welcome back to another cringy ass video on the dark web. And today we got a pretty interesting video, because it's another video of a Sony fanboy blaming Microsoft for the PS5 price hike. You know, similar to the one that I watched yesterday. Because for some reason, these motherfuckers seem to think that, you know, Sony's scummy behavior is the result of, well, I don't know, Microsoft simply existing. Anyway, the video we're going to be looking at today comes from a Sony fanboy channel by the name of Puertorock 77, who I'm unsure if I've covered on this channel before, unless they've been in one of my Twitter videos, because I have seen a few of their fanboy tweets. And also them trying to make fun of Oh No It's Alex for flirting with a trans woman or some shit. I don't know. That's the last thing I saw him do, but I don't know. Anyway, the video we're going to be looking at today is titled Xbox Providing Weak Competition is Making Sony Soft. Because remember, if Sony does something stupid or the quality of their product drops, always blame Microsoft. I mean, bruv, we really got a cap for Sony like this. Anyway, let's just get straight into the video.
What's going on, my friends, my family, my fellow gamers? It's your boy Puertorock 77 with a quick hot take. And yeah, you read the title. Xbox needs to get their ish together, bro. And you Xbox fans, y'all need to stop capping for the dumbest stuff on Xbox, bro.
You know, I do agree that sometimes Xbox fans gotta stop capping for Microsoft. But it's like, so do Sony fanboys. Like, honestly, you guys have got to stop capping for $70 games and the price increase. Okay, stop trying to make excuses for them. I'm sure Sony themselves can make enough of their own excuses.
Because it's clear, it is absolutely clear that Xbox is not providing true competition. They're just not, man.
And yet they're starting to outsell the PS5 in the US, you know, pretty much the only reason as to why Sony didn't raise the price of a PS5 in the US. Like, sure, they aren't pumping out AAA bangers every fucking 2 weeks, but it's like, at least they're trying to do something and provide value with shit like Game Pass.
Like, it feels like it's just a one console. Switch, doing their thing, creating exclusives, but they're just so far removed from providing competition for anything to you guys, right? Nintendo's phenomenal, the Switch is selling, outstanding, everyone's about it, but none of that impacts PlayStation. None of that puts Sony in a position where games like Nintendo, or the game, might Nintendo, even Samsung over PlayStation. They're just two different brackets, right? So Sony has no fear, regardless of how well Nintendo's thinking about Nintendo's capture, their market, or right? And then with Microsoft, Xbox, who really is the near peer competitor, you see how it is, man. Sony gives no goddamn, they have no competitor, bro.
My guy, all the shit you just mentioned that Nintendo don't do to Sony, like buying up exclusives and studios and shit, because Nintendo aren't competition for them, Microsoft is literally doing. Like, what do you think the whole shit with Activision is? And before you tell me about how COD's a dead franchise, bro, Sony themselves were literally trying to cry wolf to the FTC and fucking Brazilian regulators just because they didn't want this deal to go through. Because they're afraid Microsoft could take away Call of Duty. Like, how are you gonna say that Microsoft is providing weak competition when Sony are literally scared of them?
You know what I'm saying? When you look at everything holistically with PlayStation right now, right? They have great games, they got great talent, but they're in that high on life mode again. You know, like what coming off the PlayStation 2 and entering the PS3 where they just thought they could do the most and see how things go, they're back at that.
I mean, bro, and they got all you motherfuckers capping for them increasing the price of their games and fucking people over. Can you really blame them for thinking this shit? Like, Sony fanboys are literally out here defending a $70 remaster. Can you blame Sony for thinking that they can fuck over their consumers?
Coming off the PlayStation 4, they're at their best, at their most successful, and now you see where they're towing the line, man. I was on Persona's podcast about an hour ago, whatever, and we just bringing up points like, yo, we know more announced shows and movies from PlayStation than actual games from them.
I mean, bro, I kind of don't see how you could be angry at this one. Like, Sony games were basically just movies anyway. Anyway, I'm still waiting for how any of this is Microsoft's fault.
It's just crazy. And this, like, you gotta have an anchor, right? An anchor's competition. A competition will put you in check, right? And you'll stay in that boundary, right? And Xbox is not doing it, man.
Yeah, Xbox aren't providing any competition. Even though the only reason the price of the PS5 didn't increase in America is because Xbox is close to outselling PlayStation there. Like, yeah, you could make the argument that Xbox should be doing better and being more competitive, but it's like, to say they're not being competitive at all is just fucking stupid. Like, they're offering a lot of value with shit like Game Pass and the Xbox Series S.
All this fake talk about value, that shit ain't working, man.
I mean, it must be working in the US, but, you know, whatever.
It's not working, man. Ampere Analysis said that even with the price increase, this is not going to impact PlayStation bottom line. They literally saying that Sony can increase the price of the PlayStation and people will still buy that over Xbox.
I mean, yeah, of course there's still people that are gonna buy it. Like, PlayStation is an incredibly popular brand. Of course people are still gonna buy it after this price increase. I'm sure they knew that, otherwise they wouldn't have done it.
So go ahead and tell me Xbox is really providing global competition, man. They not, bro. At best, it's just America. And I think, you know what's crazy? All the Xbox fans outside of America is using the American success to reflect on them. Sorry, bro. If you're an Xbox gamer hyping Xbox outside the US, your brand ain't that big. Where you at, man? Bro, if you ain't in the US, it ain't that big, man. It's clear.
Just gotta ask, who legitimately cares if Xbox doesn't sell as well outside of America? Are people not allowed to say that Xbox provides good value or Game Pass provides good value? Unless they're from America. Like, bro, nobody cares.
Man, Sony don't give a damn. They raising the price wherever, except for the US, which is possibly the only place where Xbox. Hell, they raising the price like in Mexico or some ish. And I thought Xbox had Mexico. Not even that, bro. Listen, your brand ain't that big in your neck of the woods. Unless you're in the United States, don't even act like your brand is the Xbox brand. It ain't, bro.
Yeah, guys, don't act like the Xbox brand is big if you aren't in America. Like, bro, who legitimately cares? If people like Xbox, just let them fucking like Xbox, okay? But also, the Xbox brand is big outside of America. Like, sure, it's not as big as PlayStation, but it's not like nobody outside of America knows what an Xbox is. Like, bro, even here in Australia, there's still people buying Xboxes. Like, not as much as they're buying PS5s, but still. To say that Xbox isn't big outside of the United States is just flat out stupid.
Yo, Microsoft gotta do something, Phil. You gotta get these banging games out there, man. You gotta stop playing. Yo, cause this ain't you slacking could potentially make PlayStation soft and weak and stuff like that.
So what you're essentially saying to me here is that PlayStation only does good and only provides good value when Xbox is doing good. I mean, I don't know what last generation was to you motherfuckers, where, you know, Xbox was doing completely trash, and Sony were basically at their best, but okay.
I don't need that. I need PlayStation at their best. But when you ain't got no competition, why you need to be in the gym for? If there ain't nobody willing to get in the ring and fight you, then why you need to train?
You know, to an extent, I do agree with this, that Sony should have competition from Microsoft. But like, these kinds of opinions coming from Sony fanboys is a pretty big switch up from last generation. You know, where they were going on about how Xbox is no competition, they got no games, you know, dead in the water, all that bullshit.
Can't have that, man. Xbox, you need to step up, and you Xbox guys are the worst, bro.
You know, I'm just gonna say Xbox fanboys are nowhere near as bad as Sony fanboys. Like, it's a pretty far stretch to say shit like that. Especially when Sony fanboys are out here blaming Microsoft for the PS5 price increase.
You guys brag about Xbox on the stupidest stuff, man. I swear to God. You guys give credit on shit that, yo, you need to stop capping on your podcast, man. You gotta ask yourself a simple question, man. Is Xbox bringing the banging games that you can play on your controller?
You know, I will say that I actually do kind of agree with him here that Xbox should be producing more games. Like, the fact that we haven't really gotten any Xbox first-party games this year is pretty bad. Although it does look like they got a lot of stuff lined up for next year, so, you know. Fingers crossed they don't fuck it up.
And if it ain't that, because that's the soul out of any console. The soul out of any console is the banging games that you can play. If you ain't getting that, then you ain't doing good, bro. None of this whole kumbaya, yo, Phil Spencer is providing Xbox and a Pop-Tart. Ain't nobody give a damn about no Pop-Tart.
Hey, bro, you leave Pop-Tarts out of this shit, alright?
Reason why this shit is happening, you guys spend more energy trying to make PlayStation look bad than Xbox
trying to get Xbox to be good.
I mean, sure, but can you tell me exactly what energy PlayStation fanboys put into trying to make PlayStation good? Because as things go, most PlayStation fanboys talk about motherfucking Xbox more than they talk about PlayStation. And yeah, that's right, I see you guys with your fucking 5-hour Twitter spaces. Get the fuck out of here.
You guys capping on the dumbest stuff, bro, and look where we at, man. Sony out here literally like, yo, who?
Yeah, guys, because Sony deciding to fuck over their consumers is somehow Xbox's fault. I mean, flawless logic there, guys. You know, maybe you should take some of the advice that you put out in this video and, you know, instead of trying to push blame onto Xbox for this shit, you should actually criticize Sony and try and do something about this. Anyway, it doesn't really say much interesting for the rest of this video, so I don't know, that's where I'm going to be ending today's video. If you did enjoy, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, why not subscribe? Turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upload. Follow me on Twitter, @JordanCSNo, subscribe to the second channel, JordanCS2, and join the Discord server, the CS Nation. Links to all of those will be in the description. Please don't send any hate over to Puertorock, it's really unneeded. But that's all for today's video, so until the next one, piss off.